Hello, my name is Kochetkov Anton. I'm from Kyiv, Ukraine, and this is my second week assignment at Coursera.org for Introduction to Music Production. And today I want to talk about how to add a software instrument, record MIDI, and quantize it inside your digital audio workstation. For these purposes, I'm using Ableton Live 9 and my external keyboard M-Audio Keystation 49E. But generally, you can use any external device and any digital workstation, so the principles are the same everywhere. So first of all, what we need to do is to create a MIDI track, and here in Ableton Live I can just click Command-Shift-T on a Mac or Control-Shift-T on a PC, or I can go to my browser to the Create folder and choose Insert MIDI Track, and here it is. So the next step is adding a software instrument to this MIDI track, and here I have a browser. I can choose from different variety of instruments, but for this presentation I've already chosen a grand piano sound, so I can add it to a MIDI track in a few different ways. I can just double click it here, or I can drag it down to this box, or I can drag it right into the track. And there's one more option in Ableton Live. You can add a software instrument even without creating a MIDI track. You can just double click on it, and Ableton Live will automatically create the MIDI track and put the software instrument inside it. I think we're pretty close to recording, but first of all we need to check some preferences. Here in audio, buffer size is set to 128 samples, which is okay for recording. We don't really care about audio input devices. Let's go to MIDI sync folder in preferences. This is very important. So you need to track on all your input MIDI devices to receive MIDI data. So let's check it out. Here we have an indicator, and it's not flashing because we can't receive any MIDI data because our USB Keystation E is tracked off. But now, okay, we can hear it. So always check this MIDI sync folder in preferences to make sure all your input MIDI devices are enabled. So before we actually start our record, we need to set a count in. You can press this arrow in Ableton Live and choose between none, 1 bar, 2 bar, or 4 bars count in. 2 bar is my choice. And we need to enable the metronome by clicking here, and we can check it. Okay. Let's start recording. So my track is already armed, but I can do it again here. And we're pressing the global record button, and we're ready to play. Okay, to go to the MIDI editor after recording, you can just double click here. And what we can see here, it's perfectly matched, but you heard that I played a little bit off the beat. That's because we have here the record quantization, and it's set to 1/4 note. So what it really does, it's quantize all your notes while you're recording to the grid. Here I chose 1/4 note quantization, as I said, and that's really useful feature in Ableton Live if you want to play some very steady rhythm and get some kind of this robotic sound. But if you want to play something more complicated and leave so-called human feel in your music, it's better to set record quantization to no quantization. And now let's start to record once again and hear what's happened. Okay, just double clicking once again, and now you can clearly see that I messed up with all my notes and I want to quantize them. I can just press Command A and right click on my mouse, go to the quantize settings. Here I can quantize it to the grid by 1/4, 1/8, 1/8 triplet, and so on. I will choose 1/4. I can adjust notes by start and end. Here I am just using start. And here our amount of quantization, I want to use 70, maybe even 80% here, because it's really big difference between a grid and my notes. Okay, now just press OK. And here we are, it's much better now. We can listen to it. Okay, you can always go further and quantize, only one or few notes by choosing them and right clicking. Quantize settings, okay, until you get the desired sound. So this is how we add in software instrument inside our digital workstation, recording MIDI and quantizing it. Hope it was helpful, and have fun.